So the craft we're going to be doing today is actually taken from this Upcycling Celebrations book, which we carry here in the library, and it is by the author Danny Seo. Has a lot of great crafts in it, and I will include a link at the bottom of this post so you can go ahead and reserve it if you'd like. But the craft we're going to be doing today is actually crystallized flowers. And this is basically taking borax in a solution of water and dipping artificial flowers in it. The supplies you're going to need for this craft are some 20 Mule Team borax. This is a detergent booster. It comes in a box like this, and this is available at any store or Walmart. A clear container, something to dip your flowers in. Obviously some silk flowers, some water, something to hang the flower from. You can use string or floral wire, and some bamboo skewers, or actually just chopsticks or regular sticks work. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab our clear container, and we're going to pour some water in it. And then we're going to add some borax. And you want to start with about 5 or 6 tablespoons. And what we're going to do is we're going to take one of our bamboo skewers or your stick, and we're just going to keep stirring this until it's really well dissolved and clear. And this may take a few minutes. Okay, so our liquid is just about dissolved, and just to bring you up to date, what I ended up doing is putting both of these containers in the microwave for 30-second intervals, and that helped the borax to dissolve completely. You want it to be completely clear, almost like water. So what we're going to do now is we got some artificial flowers, and what we did is we wrapped them around this bamboo stick, and we're just going to submerge them in the water like that. You want to try to get them to where it's not really touching each other or the container's wall. So I'm going to put 3 in this one, like that. And then we're going to take this one over here, and we're going to put this pink flower in there. Just like that. And you just kind of want it to sit there without touching anything. And now what we're going to do is we're going to wait 24 hours, and we're going to come back and we're going to see what we have. Okay, so in this one we have used a little bit wider container, and we actually put the flowers face down in the liquid, and they're just kind of floating in there. So we will come back in 24 hours and we'll see how these look. Okay, so we are back, and it's been 24 hours, and we're going to look at our flowers and see how they did. So this was the one that we put the flower in, and lift it out, and ooh, it is definitely crystallized. What you have to do is let it dry, and this may not come through on the film too well. And on this one we did the lavender sprigs. And the big difference in these two is this was a silk flower, and these were actually plastic flowers. And even though you can definitely see the crystals on this one, the silk one definitely came out better. Okay, so it's been a few days since these have been soaking. I let these go a little bit longer, but we're going to pull them out and see what they look like. Here's our purple one. Ooh, definitely look nice. They will get better as they dry out, and they get noticeably heavier as well when you do this process, but definitely pretty. You can definitely see the crystals. And we will come back after these have dried, and we'll see what they look like. Alrighty. Okay, so the flowers are dry, and they're looking really good. Purple one especially, the crystals show up really nice on that dark flower. But you'll notice as they continue to dry, the flowers do get heavier. So you do have to kind of treat them delicately. But yep, look great. Okay, so these have been drying for a little while. And one thing I did kind of notice with the plastic ones over here, the crystals are much larger. They're much more delicate as a result. So you have to be kind of careful when you're handling them or the crystals will just break off. And I don't know if that's just because maybe they were plastic to begin with as opposed to the silk flower. But as you can see, yeah, there's like little crystals that are broken off here. But the flower turned out really well. Much finer crystals, almost like you dipped it in glitter. So I would definitely do this again. In fact, I'm going to go do a whole bunch more. Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're in time for a big reveal. These are all the flowers that we did today with the crystallized craft. So I'm just going to try to zoom in here so you can get an idea of how each of these turned out. A little bit different on each one of them. Some of the larger flowers developed bigger crystals, but I think each one is unique. And for such a simple craft, this required very few ingredients to do. It's definitely worth the time and effort. And as always, I would love to see your end result. Please post your photos on Facebook, and we will see you next time. Thanks so much for joining us, and have a great day.